So guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you the conversation between Barry and Goddessa. Goddessa is for the streets. The earlier you know this, the better. Goddessa is for the streets. First of all, she's playing the game. Secondly, she's not for one man. I'm not judging her. But look at the kind of person. She says she's a singer. How do you think singers, what did they know see for this life? That Barry, man like Araga is keeping her company, right? But Araga, at first I thought he was, but I've come to realize that beyond the game, Araga is being a simp. I've never seen Goddessa preparing meal and even food for Araga before. Every time it's Araga going to the kitchen to go and try to get food for Goddessa, when it's supposed to be the other way around. What is it? Araga, is Goddessa better than you in the BBNaija house? When you all came for the show, you are now working in the shadows. You have now left everything working in the shadows. Guess what? This same Goddessa you are fighting for. Goddessa has a heart for another man. Goddessa is a heart is for another man. Her mind has been captivated and captured by another man, and that man is Barry. You see, the way Barry is carrying himself and the way nature is giving Barry attention, Goddessa, based off of their conversations and all that, anytime Barry is with Goddessa, Goddessa is full of smiles, and you can see Goddessa is even blushing anytime she's talking to Barry. Go and watch it again. She's always blushing when she's having a conversation with Barry. Barry is a fine man, a well-calm, collected man. Barry, I believe, is a man of value. And Barry knows how to carry himself well. It's just that because of his affection for nature, he's not able to man up and then lead the interaction between himself and nature. And that is one of the shortfalls of most men, whether masculine or not. Because most men they shrink anytime their heart is involved or anytime they fall in love with a woman. Now, I'm not going to talk about Barry and nature. I'm going to talk about Barry and Goddessa. Because yesterday, I heard of the wager. 2 hours before the wager presentation, we saw Goddessa and Barry in their local, not the local, I think in the orange red room, right? The orange room, seated in the bed. At the point, I was watching because they had about the gap was about 1.5 yards, or 1.5 yards or 2 yards between when they were seated. But as they were talking, as they were having the conversation, Barry decided to reduce that yards because he was always inching closer, moving closer towards Goddessa, heightening the level of tension. And Goddessa, you could see that Goddessa liked that moment. That moment was golden for Goddessa. So let me share with you the conversation that Goddessa had with Barry. Yes, the conversation, the chat. I have it completed here. Now, Goddessa told Barry, I feel like your feelings for me is more of a sexual attraction. And that I heard quite correctly. And Barry said, you think I'll spend all my days staring at you if it was just that? Then Goddessa said, but you like two people. Then Barry said, I have a crush on Neche. Goddessa said, you can pursue the crush. And then Barry said, but I'm not pursuing the crush. That's the thing. She has a man outside and I'm not her type. And Goddessa said, what's her type? And Barry responded, a calmer Ricky. And Goddessa said, I still feel this is sexual attraction. You give me sexual attention. The way you look at me, the way you whisper. The Barry said, it's the same for me. There's something you do with your lips, with your tongue on your teeth. Then Biggie starts showing Araga. Then Goddessa said, reduce the way you look at me in a day. The Barry said, I can't help it. You don't have to look back, but just know I'm looking at you. Ha! This is flirting. This is flirting made intentional. This is intentional flirting. And the two of them have consented to flirting. So, what message, what word do you have, Araga? Because the way these two people have started this conversation, it may seem as though a certain God must have to come inside. Other than that, this thing, Araga will lose it. Look at the way this girl has been smiling anytime she's talking to Barry. Compare it to Araga. Because Araga gave himself to Goddessa on a silver platter. Goddessa didn't have to work for it. And girls, they value the men they work for. Girls value the men they they hustle for. That situation they have. And Barry is giving her that hypergamy, that feeling of hypergamy. Go and check the meaning. Hypergamy means that girls want to date men who are better than they, because he feels that this man is a more valuable man than Barry, than Araga. And so now let me try and what? Please him. Let me try and do things to attract him. And he said it quite frankly. And I like the fact that Barry did not outrightly deny the fact that it is sexual attraction here that is at play. Because, listen, Goddessa told Barry, I feel your feelings for me is more sexual attraction, which is fine. If a lady tells me that I feel you're just sexually attracted to me, I like it, because that is what it boils down to. Come on, man. Knocking. Now that be what we find. And Goddessa, given a chance, will freely give it to Barry. Will freely give it to Barry. Because she also feel the tension. Because let me tell you, for you to get a woman over to chop, you must first create sexual tension. If there's no sexual tension between the two of you, I bet you there's nothing happening. The only way it starts, it's tension sexually. That is where it begins. Until this starts, please, nothing is happening. Nothing is going to work. Nothing is happening. So, guys, let's take this very seriously. And so, guys, what do you have to say between the two? Who would you want Goddessa to be with? Barry? Me, if you ask me, Barry is made for nature. If you look at Nature's personality, look at Nature's actions and all that, and look at Barry, the two of them, they are suitable. Unless their interests and their expectations are different. Sometimes maybe you understand. But based off from who they are just based on their personality. Barry is the correct fit for nature. Unless their interests and expectations don't align. Yes. Goddessa, if you ask me, it's a raga. They're all Casanovas. I will not lie. All right, so guys, what do you have to say to this? Please take to the comment section, share your thoughts on this matter. Until we again, I'll see you in the next one.